battle that both of you got into. And big shout out to whoever was speaking Chinese earlier too. Total perfect meld. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yep.
There we go. If you don't know, this is Matthew, aka Nifty Time, and what up, WIP fam? We're back. Welcome back to the show. And if you aren't already, make sure you jump into CryptoVoxels, hop around Brian Brinkman's museum. Fun fact: Brian is part of the official WIP host network. More on that soon. But feel free to walk around, check out some of the dank art that Brian's created from previous releases and drops, and it's pretty sweet. So excited to be back. We have some exciting new names and faces to update us here at the WIP with their latest works in progress. First up, we have Fabio, who's coming to talk to us about movement generation. Kane Mayfield is in the house. Will be updating us about the latest and greatest on his end. And finally, we have old friend Sav and UndeadLu in the house to talk about their new project, Zoo and Ori. We have a backup of rewards that we need to distribute from previous WIPs. I know we got a couple messages. Hold up, we're going to get those out to everyone. We're just working on the logistics. Also, before I pass the mic to my main dude, Rizzle, I want to shout out the podcast that him and I recorded with YRDGZ. Folks that go back to the additional days recognize her. She's just an absolutely amazing presence. We had such a cool conversation. She's been in the space for such a long time, and she's met some great people, and there's just great stories about all the amazing people that have made the space super special. If you've been here for a minute, like WG Meets, if you haven't listened to it yet, you have to, man. You'll love it. Easy, you too. There's so many other people that will get a lot out of this, and even folks new to the space. Listen to this to discover why so many people absolutely love NFT land, crypto art, everything that we're doing. It's great. So, shill hat off. With that, I want to pass the mic to my dude Rizzle. Get us all hype.
Sorry, I was still mid-shill. Can you all hear me all right?
Yeah.
Cool. Some of that stuff we did distribute. Rare Candy gave us a link. If you were at the WIP that was hosted at the Rare Candy parcel, check your email. If you signed the guest list, you should have gotten an email yesterday from the WIP with a link to claim the Rare Candy. Yes, I'm seeing some people mention that. Check your email. If you were at the WIP and you signed the thing and you did not get the candy, DM me, and we'll make sure you get that. We did pick a bunch of random addresses from last week. This is sort of like a weird week. We got like a bunch of crew that are sort of scattered about. Johan's on vacation this week. And a bunch of people are in different places. Oh, welcome, friend. That's not part of the mashup. That's not part of the official mashup, at least. Okay, whack. So the 16 people from last week won the Ghost Agent A Lot of Money tribute wearables, but they're like 9 pieces each. So 16 people will be getting these like 9-piece wearables. I don't know that Ghost Agent has sent them all out yet, but we did get them the addresses. So we'll keep you guys posted, but continue to check your hidden folders in OpenSea to see what kind of stuff has showed up. I know if you were at the one in Skeeny's place a little bit back, a pigeon showed up in my hidden folder that I didn't even know was there. So make sure you keep an eye on that stuff, especially if you're signing all these guest lists and everything and hanging out at the WIP. Eventually things just start piling in. So like I was saying, big shout out to Ghost Agent Brookhawk, who hosted that incredible WIP last week, and his tribute parcel and is some sort of like dancing totem of like 32 things on top of Rizzle block right now. Shout out to Meme Economy also for all the giveaways they've been hooking us up with. Taking a break from the quests this week while Johan is out on the slopes. Let's see, I think that's just about everything. Oh, trying to give away some St. Paddy's Day hats. Our community member Pixels gave me a bunch of St. Paddy's Day hats to give away. However, if you were at the WIP like a few weeks ago, Musashi distributed St. Paddy's Day hats that are almost exactly the same. So a lot of people already got St. Paddy's Day hats. So I made this tweet to get people to do this dumb task to get a St. Paddy's Day hat, and not that many people did it. And so now I still have all these hats. So I don't even care if you really do a task or not. Like, someone please just like at least like the tweet or something. Pixels gave me all these hats. Yeah, and send me your address so I can send you hats. I got like 45 more hats or something like that. So I'll drop the link to the tweet again. You don't even really have to do anything. Just like get me the info that I have to do to get you the hat, and give a shout out to Pixels if you have a chance, because Pixels is honestly like constantly hooking us up with cool stuff to give away. Stick around for the group shot. Let's see. I think Paradox is in the house. We're gonna do our weekly po-op with Carolina Duh, so hang out and keep an eye out for that. Big shout out to the crew, the Power Whip Girls, Sandy Mouse, it's Carolina Duh, Foxy Yoga, Easy Paradox Show, Timmy, Dragonate, Musashi, Conwolf the Stowaway. Thank you all so much for your help. I think first speaker up is Fabio. If we did this right and he is unwhacked, it looks like
Hey guys, I'm here.
Excellent, man. Take it away.
Presentation. Awesome. Do you see it? Just making sure.
Yeah. So Fabio screen sharing. Make sure you jump in there and click in to see.
Yeah.
Sharing.
I'll be showing some slides and also a preview of the project. So hi everyone, I'm Fabio. I've been a software engineer in the blockchain space for the last 5 years. I'm really passionate about decentralized technology, and I've been working on this project called Movement Generation, which is the world's first generative dance choreography NFT series. And I'm excited to tell you more about that. So as we all know, the Metaverse is coming. Everyone else is starting to catch up. But my squad and I, we wanted to put together what it would be possible in a future Metaverse once we have full flexibility to express our creativity and self-expression. So to do something like this, turns out you need a lot of experts in a lot of different areas. So we put together an awesome squad that had everything that we needed to pull this off. On the architecture side, we're working with Ayub Ahmad, who's a 3D computational architect. And for him, we kind of said, hey, throw out all the rules. Think of crazy structures that you could build. And he created 4 different building archetypes, multiple versions of each archetype, and is going to also render them in 3 different materials. For the dance choreography, we figured out a way that we can generate 106,000 unique on-beat choreographies to the same song, which means that every NFT will have a unique dance choreography within it. We're only minting 500, so they'll all be super unique. In terms of kind of technology, we wrote custom smart contracts for this drop, and they're going to be deployed to Ethereum. Every NFT will have a seed hash associated with it, and this is essentially going to be fed into this video generator that we wrote, and that's going to pull metaverse scenes, choreography permutations, special effects, and camera streams, and sample from that seed hash to generate a unique video, a unique NFT video for everyone who mints a piece. Okay, here's a sneak preview of what this is going to look like. Awesome. Just to say a little bit more about that, that video was actually generated by the software program, the video generator that we wrote. And this video generator will be open sourced post-drop. And so if anyone's curious about how we're doing all of this magic, you'll be able to check it out. It's mostly written in Rust. And so this is the squad behind this project. I don't have time to go over everyone's backgrounds, but Valentin Lichty is a music producer who wrote and produced a song specifically for this drop. It's a 1-minute perfect loop, and so your NFT choreography video will also be a perfectly looping video that can go on forever. And yeah, I guess if you're interested in this drop, mark your calendars for the 31st of March. That's when we're going to be enabling minting. And there'll only be 500 pieces minted at 0.1 ETH each, if anyone's interested. Thank you so much.
Super interesting. So I guess we'll go right to questions now. I'll pass the mic to our dude Show, who will relay questions from the audience and then hit you with like the hardest questions you've ever been asked in your entire life.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Hey Fabio, what's going on, man?
Hey.
So this is incredible. There's a lot of potential with this. Speaking of potential, within the dance world, and within the dance world, many dancers have created concepts and movements that are signature styles of theirs. I'm curious as to whether or not the movements that you're using will be able to provide any form of royalty to dancers who provide the content that's being compiled from the generative AI bot.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I guess the first thing I'll say is for this drop, we're working with only one dancer, and she's part of the squad. And so what that means is like, this is not an artist for hire project. This is everyone who's in the squad kind of shares equally in the funds that we make, etc. And I guess maybe not royalties from the dance move, but I think what this project shows is that NFTs can be a way for performance artists in general to kind of leverage code and kind of inherit some of that leverage that programmers have to create. In this case, Bettina made 7 choreographies to the same song, but from that we're able to generate up to 106,000 unique choreographies. And so there's kind of this huge amount of reach and leverage that she gains from kind of working with NFTs and with the rest of the squad.
That's cool. You also seem to have a healthy interest in web security. How does this correlate with Movement Generation's current NFT project?
That's a good question. I mean, I guess like my web security also goes into contract security and blockchain security. It's definitely something that I care a lot about, and I think from working on this project, kind of seeing firsthand, what are the risks of holding NFTs and transferring them and things like that. But yeah, that's as far as kind of that connection goes. This has been like a passion project for me.
Cool. One last question, I guess, from Emmy Terrier. They're just asking if in future, do you plan on collaborating with any other artists, like, for example, Marquis Scott or something?
Yeah, I am interested in collaborating with other artists. So if you know anyone who would be interested, feel free to let them know. And yeah, I guess so far I have one other collaboration, but I'm not going to announce who that is with just yet.
Got it. If anyone else has any questions for Fabio about Movement Generation or dancing on the blockchain, tag them in the channel. Good opportunity to chat further. But Fabio, thank you so much for jumping on the virtual stage and telling us about your project.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Cool. Well, next up, we have Kane Mayfield. Kane, you here? You're here? Unmute and take it away, man. Is Kane in the house? Actually,
he may have thought we're still over in Token Smart for a whip. May hit him a message.
There we go. Let's hit him up. In the meantime, let's play it by ear. we have Sav and UndeadLu here. I already see Sav. If either of you or both of you are ready, take it away, unmute, and tell us about what you've created with the Zoo and Ori project.
Yeah, perfect. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, great. Zoo X Ori is a reincarnation sequel to Romeo and Juliet. It's a story plus artwork. We are dropping tomorrow on Nifty Gateway on Friday. And so it's a story in 12 episodes with artwork that goes along and tells the story. This project I've always been very fascinated in reincarnation, but I've never felt that we had a lot of good stories about it. And the stories that I did see, it never seemed to go very in depth. So the goal in this creation was to create the most comprehensive, interesting, and exciting story about reincarnation that I could. I also realized that stories are really visual, and we're not really in a place in our culture where we go immediately to a written story to take in a story. So that's why I teamed with UndeadLu, who, for those of you who may not know, she's a early super rare artist. She's on all the platforms, and her artwork really connected with me. There's a storytelling art feel to her art, and so we teamed up about a year ago to offer the story in both a written and a visual form. Let me see. I can show you probably. I can share quickly and show you something on OpenSea. Oh, forget it. It's not going to work that well. But so we had 3 goals for this project. First of all, amazing story, amazing artwork. We've been working on this for an entire year, which has been an incredible story on its own. I didn't know UndeadLu before this, but we worked every day pretty much on this for a year on Discord. We also wanted to have amazing accessibility, which means that anybody can use the story. So all the artwork and all the text of the story is fully CCO. And we're hoping that if the story resonates or connects with anyone, people are free to just go right in there and create in any way with what we have created ourselves. Third, we wanted to do amazing on-chain integration. So the entire text from the story is available on Arweave in PDF and text form. You can just click a link, go right in there and start reading, grab text, whatever you like. The sort of access page for all these episodes is also hosted on Arweave. So everything is on chain. And in addition to that, all the artworks have the story embedded within them in PDF and text form. So if you purchase a token or if you just write, save, and click, you have the story within each image. So we wanted to integrate as much as possible to have it all on chain and accessible and freely available CCO. So that's a quick overview of the project.
And then do you want to kind of break down what will actually be on offer during the initial sale, number of pieces, that sort of breakdown? I think that could be helpful too.
Yeah, certainly. So we're working around the number 12, which started with 12 episodes. So 12 episodes, 12 artworks, and the additions follow the artwork number. So for instance, the first artwork is a 1 of 1. The second artwork for the second episode is a 2 of 2. It goes like that all the way to the 11th artwork, which is an 11 of 11. And then number 12 is an open edition for 12 minutes.
There we go. And I'll pass the mic to Sho to relay questions from the audience to you, and we can dig into this.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. What is the significance of the number 12?
Well, I think it's a significant number on its own. You know, we have 12 hours, we have 12 a lot of things. And so in creating, I just tend to gravitate towards numbers that feel good. And 12 is a nice number for episodes. So it's kind of an intangible, but it builds up that.
That's cool. Seeing as how Zoo and Ori are spiritual successors to Romeo and Juliet, where would they rank on the list of best couples in Shakespearean plays?
Well, I think Romeo and Juliet are probably the best couple in story history. There's some close contenders, but they're the best known. Their story is the best known and sort of most felt. So I really wanted to build off that. When you're doing a reincarnation story, it really helps to have characters that are known in their past, that people are aware of, at least to some degree, about the struggles they face, the interactions they have, and you can weave all of those past things into a future life in terms of how the karmic interactions occur. So I really wanted to pick a couple that was very well known as a best couple.
Cool. And if anyone else has any questions for Sav or UndeadLu about Zoo X Ori, tag them in the channel. We can get into it. But tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Nifty Gateway, the initial sale will kick off. Super excited for this really, really novel, really exciting project. You definitely thought it through really, really deeply. Gotta love the on-chain aspect as well. So thank you so much, Saw, for jumping on the stage. And UndeadLu, the art is absolutely amazing. You really, really knocked it out of the park with this.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Good to be here.
Cool. So we're trying to find Kane. He was definitely hanging out here during pre-whip. I don't know if technical issues happened, but one last call for Kane. Otherwise, we're going to have to play an audible. But Kane, are you with us by any chance under a different name?
I don't think he's here, man, but we should normally I would give someone like a very hard time for like pulling a no-show on us. It's only happened like once or twice, I think, ever in the history of the WIP. But Kane's actually got like a very, very important project that we should like, give him a side shill on or whatever you call it. And I think his auction is winding down and could be what he's tied up with right now. I'm going to drop some tweets in here so y'all can do some research, but I'm not like, full disclosure, not completely in the loop of exactly what the situation is with his drop and everything, but I know a lot of it is to raise awareness to, child labor, sex trafficking, child labor trafficking around the world. It all highlights a really good cause and is, a really, really well-intentioned project. Oh, good. I stalled enough that Kane is going to come over from Clubhouse. Hey, we got him, dude. I was just running my mouth and dropping your tweets to get you in here, man.
Yo, listen, don't ever tell nobody what that mouth do, though. That's crazy. I can't say it. Yo, I'm sorry I'm late, man. I'm just I'm with the community over in Neighborhood Jewelry, and it's super crazy. You guys can't hear it, but there's ill 90s instrumentals. That's just what we do. And Blockchain Gospel's in here. My man Lowe's in here. There's a whole team of people in here. We have got approximately, as of this particular moment, 25 minutes and 34 seconds left. And this auction has gotten really crazy. It's turned into the flippening. The top bidder's name is ETH is better. Fuck you. Kane can rap. Smiley face. That's where we're at right now. And the beautiful thing about it is it goes to charity. I'm sorry, I'm normally better at like talking about the project and the merits of it. If I could just have like an honest moment, we're in Clubhouse, so I'm talking to both. This song is 7 years old. It's not even 7 years old, like 7 years old. It's Mania Music 7, which Mania Music 7 is like 10. That means I wrote that song 2-3 years before anyone heard it. And I'm a Baltimore musician. Like, you're never supposed to have ever heard of me. What I always tell everybody, I'm a failed struggle rapper. You're never supposed to ever have heard of me. These records are supposed to die long before anyone ever got a chance to hear them. My mom never heard that song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be like over emotional. I'm mad emotional right now, but my mother never heard that song. My father never heard that song. My producer passed, and that was our album. And like to see it getting this kind of love and light, it means the fucking world to me. Yes, for charity, because who deserve it more? Yes, it's to show other artists that you don't have to draw plush panda bears and fucking, you know what I'm saying, rambunctious rabbits or any type of weird shit. You can just be you. If you're a still artist, you can do still art. Yes, for a great cause. 160 million. You know how much 160 million is? Take, and my folks in Clubhouse heard this already, but take New York City. Empty everybody out and replace every person in New York City with a child that's in slave labor, sex trafficking, child labor. Replace them all with one of those people. Still not enough. Get LA. Get Chicago. Put LA, Chicago, and New York together for one big massive city, one mega city. You'll need 10 of those just to have enough room to fit the people we knew about 2 years ago. Pre-pandemic. That number was low then, and it's criminally low now. So 20% of this drop is going towards that. 20% of when we move this NFT from Bitcoin over to ETH. Shouts to Emblem Vault for working with me and helping me and keeping me from being super crazy. And most importantly, more than anything else, I wanted to make sure that people knew this is not a Kane Mayfield, I did it moment. I didn't do shit. I made some art in a song from a while long ago that no one should have ever heard because who am I? I'm nobody. I'm a failed struggle rapper. This is a community effort. I couldn't have done any of this without Stargazer helping me get Zoom and GANs, helping me stay encouraged. Let's just start from Elbow kept me encouraged before anyone in this space ever knew who I was. Elbow told a young lady who I know personally that she can go fuck herself because she wanted to buy back one of the NFTs he bought. And he said, I'm holding Kane Mayfield. Tell her to go fuck herself. And I shivered. I said, yo, he says, you don't understand. You're somebody. I said, I am? I've never been more believed in my entire life than in this space. I've never been more encouraged in my entire life than in this space. I've never put more effort into anything in my entire life than I do in this space. And I defend it because it's worth defending. The NFT is good. If I don't have enough shill in me to cover that part, it's all on handprintsnft.com, which between Stargazer, Who Is It, Jacques Nagar, Earplug, Jagar, you know what I mean? My team, my people, like my friends help. Natalie, my friends help me. I couldn't build any of this stuff without my friends. So all I'm saying is, if anyone likes the work or it makes sense or you like it, and it's something that you feel is good, please give it a share, give it a like, give it a retweet, because we're not paying celebrities to give us props. It's just me and my friends out here trying to do cool stuff with art and do fun stuff with hip hop and try to make a difference.
And dude, that is crazy powerful. Couple things too. Big shout out to Elbow, legend. And also Grizzle did not do what you're doing justice at all before you explain everything. My God, man, this is insane. I don't know if you have time for a quick question, but if you do, show. We'll hit you with a couple questions.
Yo, shut up. It's Token Smart. Even if it's not Token Smart, it's still Token Smart. Look around. Who's here? Come on, stop. Whatever you want. What's up?
I just slid into 10th place on the bids.
Oh shit, easy back in. By the way, we've been playing the Jay-Z Jordan. Dude, there's been a murder. Every time somebody get knocked off. By the way, everyone, my bad, we complained about that earlier. Someone doing the apnea snort. That was me. I did the apnea snort. That was me. My bad. I apologize. Everyone who got knocked off so far, until we hit 40 bids and it starts relapsing. Oh shit, number 2. Mickey Morefinger, shouts to you, bro. Everyone who got knocked off the bid was someone who was in the top 20, which means everyone who got knocked off the bid is also getting a Kane Mayfield community coin. I'm gonna say it right now just because it's too late for anyone to do anything about it. I'm gonna put sub assets up for half a community coin. Cop 2. I don't care. I'm doing that because all those people who put those early initial bids in believed in me. They believed in us. They believed in this project. They believed in the community. And I'm not done. We are not done. People have millions of dollars and can't give y'all a T-shirt. I'm going to do T-shirts, wearables, everything by the end of next week. We're going to roll most of this shit out because I don't need corporations. I have community. But I'm sorry, that wasn't your question. What would you say? I soapbox a little bit. I've had a couple cocktails. It's a pretty emotional day for me.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Yeah, what up?
So what was the inspiration behind the NFT artwork exactly?
The artwork was, if I'm being dead ass, I got wrecked. You know, I've lost a lot before. Like I was a stockbroker. I've been wiped out in positions before, but it was always someone else's money. I got wrecked top of January. And, you know, when you get wrecked, it's funny because it's your hand that does it, you know? So it makes you doubt yourself, you question yourself, you're down on yourself. Again, not doing well in a space where everyone's supposedly doing so well can fuck with your ego, can fuck with the way you feel about yourself, it can fuck with your self-confidence, and it can fuck with your creativity. And it did. And I didn't feel very good about myself, and I didn't think that I belonged here, and I sat around kind of moping a little bit, and then I kind of went back to the drawing board, and I tried to make Reaganomics. You know, at the end of the day, I got bills to pay. So I make Reaganomics. You know, there's people who want this piece. It's you know, I'm halfway done with it. Shouldn't be a problem, right? Shit didn't work. I try to make a sub-asset for May Fake Field, my Bitcoin, my fake rare piece. Shouts to Fake Rare, shouts to Skrilla, Indelible, Vando, all of them, you know what I mean? Like, shouts to Jamie, shouts to everybody over there. Chris, Fake Annie, Rad, Pork Chop, who is it? You know, Holden, I could do this. People's over there. But point I'm making is, I can drop the sub asset, do my dope man jingle and get the price moving, right? It just didn't work. It didn't work at all. It was like Avengers. So, hold on 1 second. 15 minutes and 30 seconds left. 40 bids. Yo, shut the fuck up. Hold on. Yo, 2 more bids and you knock Skrilla out. I don't know who it is, but please do it. 2 more bids and you knock out Skrilla. That would be hilarious. You can't do it. Sorry, I got the clubhouse going too. So what I'm going to say is I was in a bad way. I wasn't feeling good about myself. It was like Avengers. You know when the Hulk wouldn't respond? When he's like, come on, man, we need you. He's like, no! It was like that. The artistic side of me has never had to feed me. The hustle side of me has always fed me. The artistic side vents all the shit that builds up from the hustle side feeding me. And it was rough. And Victoria West kind of tightened me up, paused, and helped me feel better about myself. I'm going to drop this picture in the chat so y'all can see it. See where I can do that at. There it is. I'm gonna drop this picture in the chat. Where's the camera? There you go. Taking a picture. I'm dropping it in the chat right here. You see the picture? It's uploaded now, but what it says is use kids' faces for handprints. No, get the fuck out of here. Skrilla's out? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on one second. I apologize real quick. Discord, I have to to my benefactor, to the man who onboarded me, to my dear friend, DJ J Skrilla, aka Rare Skrilla, there's been a murder. If my computer wasn't acting so funny right now, I would have played the damn song. Hold on. It's coming. Anyway, so the artistic side never had to feed me before what I was making. And it was extremely rough. She got my head back on straight. And the first thing I did was, you see it right there written in, different languages is happening. You know, I can't, by the way, I can't spell. So don't be looking at my my board trying to judge the way I spell. I can't spell for shit. My penmanship is terrible. So use kids' faces for handprints. And I did. And my Clubhouse friends remember, I disappeared for a little bit. I dropped off the face of the map. And Lo called me, yo, my nigga, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm all right, man. I got to do this, though. And he hit me with the Lo shit. He's like, oh, you working? Because he just gets me. And I say, yeah, I got to do this. And he goes, what you working on? GANs. Yo, we got to work on that Zoom again thing. Yeah, no problem. I got you. But right now, I got to go. Stargazer helped me get the Zoom and shit working, so I just locked in. I locked in as hard as I could for about 250 hours. I took about 50,000 images. I edited them, I collaged them, I ran some of those images back through the GANs numerous times. I don't normally talk about that part, but I ran it back through the GANs. The reason my GANs look different is because they're GANs of GANs of GANs. I'll take 12 GANs, make a face, rudimentary, run that face through the GAN 4 times before I get what y'all are looking at. And then I'll collage it again. So I'll take a piece of this, a piece of this, a piece of this, a piece of that, and I'll put them all together. I've shown Clubhouse, I've shown a bunch of people how I make my GANs. I never worry about nobody stealing my style. 1, because worrying about things like that is for suckers. And 2, I work way too hard for anybody to want to copy me. I think they would sooner improve upon my method than anything else. And by the way, shouts to mostly Who Is It, because she was the first one. But there's a bunch of other people that offer to teach me Photoshop and everything, because they're just community. But that's what went into making it. I then took the pictures that I made and I made storyboards to match the lyrics of the song. My original goal when I first saw GANs, because I can't draw, was to make them tell a story. This is the first time that I think I've ever executed that in a manner in which makes, I think it makes the people who believed in me proud. And before I shut up, because this is way more words than your question called for, I'm going to read you a real quick thing. This is what I sent to my biggest collector. Today, at 2:15 p.m., I said, you believed in me from the beginning. I don't care if you bid. I just want you to see this. None of this would have happened without your confidence and belief in me. And I meant it then. I mean it now. And there's some people in the space. A lot of them are in Clubhouse listening to this conversation, but there's some people in the space who believe in me. They see me frustrated. They see me down. They don't hold it against me when I'm short with people. They don't hold it against me when I'm impatient with people. And the most important part about it is that I'm there for them. This isn't just Kane Mayfield Day. I'm there for them. You know, I said, hey, you know what? It's corny, and I'm sorry for being corny. Everybody changed their PTRs. These niggas is militant. They kicking people off the stage. You better have that shit on. I'm like, yo, I didn't even ask for that. But fuck it, I'm not going to go against them. But yeah, rock it with respect. So it's how we're rolling today. But I'm extremely happy to be here, and this is a really great thing. I'm rambling a little bit, so a lot of it, but I'm sorry. So.
Tomorrow. Let's see what.
That's awesome, man. Dude,
Hold on
Kane,
one
I-
second. Hold on 1 second. I got Clubhouse saying there are 43 bids. 43 bids. 8 minutes and 50 seconds left. Yo, 43 bids means if you were one of the top 20 original bidders, you didn't rebid, you're out.
It's like any of these builds, they start off really good.
Dude, I got to validate the multitasking efforts. I've never heard something like this where you're monitoring Clubhouse, the auctions, Discord. This is insane, man. Congratulations
Listen, I love
on all
y'all.
the good vibes and all that, man.
I love y'all, and y'all know I love y'all. I came from Discord, but I'm definitely not gonna. I had a whole thing planned in Twitter Spaces today. I went in there. I was like, listen, I'm not doing this. Y'all can come to Clubhouse because I'm not doing this. My people is all here. I'm not gonna leave them there. This is us, man. This is what it's about. 7 minutes and 55 seconds. Yo, wait till we get to the 2-minute warning. I'm saying that shit. Wow. My girl. Yeah, she just go in her room. Rizzo said Kane is talking across 10 platforms simultaneously. Skrilla is off the list. By the way, can somebody please tweet Rare Skrilla and let him know that he is off the list? Not even like off the top 10. He don't get nothing. He got 7 minutes. Tell me he gets his money back. Have a nice day. His money's no good here. Tell him he can't spend his Prussian francs in this particular 7. Yo, who the fuck are these people? Hold on, let me go back and look. We got Eth is better. Fuck you. Kane Mayfield can rap. We got Bijou still holding number 2. Luke still holding number 3. I think that top 3 is an Eth party. We got Kryptonish. We got A Guy still in there. Miss Word. I don't know who Miss Word is. Oh, MS Word. Oh, Microsoft Word. Well, I use Microsoft Paint. Big ups to that. We got Pork Chop. You know what I'm saying? We got Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson in there twice. By the way, big movie stars in the building. Definitely Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson bid twice. That's all. All right, so Jamie Hudson bid once. Jennifer Hudson bid twice. We got Mars, the planet, because interplanetary with these games. Richard Hen Wong, Indelible, Easy in Crypto, our friend Easy in Crypto. Oh shit. Was that another bid? 44 bids and 6 and 3, 2, 1. 3 minutes left, motherfucker. I wish you know what? I need to play the fucking People's Court song. Anyway, wait, no. Okay, cool. So that didn't change. So Carstonated jumped all the way up. Starves, that is one of my collectors from Tez, actually has the one piece called Regal Lager. It's 101. That was the first time I started really getting the games to do something. The Webmaster, is that 2 in there? That is 2 in there for Pork Chop. Terry is still holding on, and Mars one more time. That time it is the chocolate bar, not the planet. This is phenomenal. I'm sorry, but you guys have questions and I want to answer them. I just got caught up reading the thing and making radio announcer voices.
It's all good, man. I think you more than answered it. We'll keep everyone posted on the auction over here, but we'll let you get back to paying attention and monitoring that, man. But it was just a pleasure to have you on the stage and updating us on this event in real time across 13 or 35 different platforms at the same time.
35 different platforms. One last thing, just to be clear, the thing about this that makes it super fun, which is that very few people have done this, and very few people have done this successfully, which is after this auction is over, this is a Bitcoin auction, and that's wonderful. The mid bid on this becomes the floor in ETH. It gets wrapped through Emblem Vault and moved over to ETH. It's in fact, if you go on to Looks Rare or Rareable and look for handprints, you can already see some of the NFTs starting to show up over there. And they'll be available if you scan the QR code. By the way, for all my LA friends, I'll be in LA this Saturday. I'll be there in the Wisdom downtown. I got a whole dome to myself, pause, and then we're going to have it on the ceilings, the walls, till the, you know what I'm saying, the other part of the song, the whole 9 yards. Pause again. And the most important thing about this is 20% of both of these sales go to charity. It goes to a company called the Fact Alliance. They build interim shelters for these kids who are removed from a very wicked and wretched condition. There's a very high rate of recidivism, so when someone's pulled out of sex trafficking and they're 7 years old, every hot meal, every smile they've ever had has been inside sex trafficking. So when you take them out, if you don't provide them with somewhere better to go with love, they go back. So this is a really necessary and worthy charity. I've vetted them. My friends have vetted them. And, you know, I'm running these up not for me, but for that. After that, there's going to be airdrops. By the way, go to handprintsnft.com. Click on airdrop and tell me you don't want those shoes in Decentraland. Tell me you don't want the shoes in CryptoVoxels. Go to the merch. There's shirts. There's canvas prints. You don't have to make plush platypus and squishy squid and wait 9 months for some big company to get rich off your crypto for them to give you back a shirt. We'll be doing it next week with nobody except me and my friends. So if you're an artist, please consider this your roadmap. And if you have any questions about how we did it, just ask and I'll make sure I plug you in. Pause.
Yo, Kane, thank you very much, man. We're dropping the links so that everybody can find your auction and make bids on it. Make sure, I know we got Kane's Clubhouse link and Twitter handle in here, so make sure you guys follow him on all the things. I believe he's also on, what is it, like Periscope and MySpace and there's 6 billion other ones out there as well. You know, we're going to, before we kick it over the show for the afties, I'm going to kick the mic over to Paradox. Assuming he's in the house, we're going to get a group shot here in CryptoVoxels. So if y'all have never done this before, I'm going to drop the CryptoVoxels link here in Discord and hop in with us here on the roof, and we'll see how Paradox wants to handle this right here.
I think it's Paradox's birthday. I think he wanted to get a fake Paradox potentially to.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, that's right. Happy birthday,
so,
Paradox. Fake Paradox.
I believe he's listening in, but probably away. But yeah, absolutely. I'm happy for you to guide where you want everyone to go, and then I will take the shot as you want it.
Oh, this is interesting. We have like a fake Paradox inception here. Do we want our own in-house fake Paradox to lead us to where Paradox's fake Paradox will take the shot? We got Dragon Maid or...
That's a paradox in itself. Let's not do that.
Ooh.
Where would you like to do the shot? I think everyone on the stage would be amazing.
Awesome. Let's pile on the stage then. That sounds good. I'll drop one more link.
Okay, so everyone drop onto the stage for us, please. Okay, we'll give it a little bit longer for people to get on the stage. Jump on the stage, people. Okay, if some people want to come down the front here. Okay. I think there's a few more people to get onto the stage. Come on, people. Looking great. Okay, and I'm just going to pan out as we're going. Great job, everyone.
Yo, that was fantastic. I like that fake paradox is like encouraging, but also like sort of pushy as well for the people who are like, lingering in the back. He's like, yeah, he's friendly, but like also not tolerating any like, lazy avatars, just chilling around. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you hopping in, and happy birthday to Paradox, who is still on duty, lurking in the chat while he's celebrating. I don't know, maybe with family or something, or on vacation. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I think he's gone on vacation.
He's on vacation? Excellent.
Yeah.
He's typing the chat box. He's not too far. He's in the metaverse with us still.
Always.
Thank you very much, man. With that, I think we got a pretty nice tight whip, despite Kane taking half of it with like multiple platforms. But for real, what he's doing is so important, and really appreciate him hopping on and sharing that with us. I know a lot of people within our community have helped out with this project and have been like super supportive of him. So it's overdue for him to be on here, and what a great cause, for real. I think that's everything for everything today. Make sure you got your PO-op from Carolina Dust, sign the guest book. There's a guest book for the WIP in next to the stage, but if you go down to the front of Brian Brinkman's space, there's also a guest book like right by the front door. So you might want to sign it. I can't guarantee that anything is going to happen, but I signed it because why not just sign all the things, right? So it's always a pleasure hanging out with everybody. And with that, I think we'll pass the mic over to Show for the Afties.
Hey, y'all, do me a favor, adjust your volume. If you're brand new to the WIP or the Afties, adjust your headphones. Headphone volume, your speaker volume. Turn it down just a moment. How's my audio? Am I 2x2 or 5x5, y'all? All right, cool. Thank you. WIP fam. WIP fam. WIP fam. WIP fam. WIP fam. WIP fam, wake the fuck up. WIP fam, wake up. You were sleeping the entire time the WIP was going on. You were being droned to fucking sleep, droned to death. Wake the fuck up, WIP fam. You know why? Because daylight savings time is dead, finally, after 1918, 1919, 1920, 1920. Wait, so that's 104 years. WIP fam, daylight savings time is over. That's why the WIP banner was all fucked up. We didn't get enough sleep, so everything went wrong and sideways. Daylight savings time is over. We had the most brilliant minds in the United States all sit in a dusty-ass room on cold wooden benches and vote unanimously to get rid of some shit that was supposed to make farming crops in the 1900s more, I don't know, lucrative or whatever the fuck, to give farmers more time to keep having relations with animals in their barns. Oh, I need another hour because Miss Piggy needs some more love. WIP fam, wake your ass up. You were listening to the presenters and then you're like, oh my god, what is going on? WIP fam, I need you to party hard with me. You know why? Because this is the biggest thing, even bigger than Daylight Savings Time, even bigger than our dope-ass presenters. It's St. Patrick's Day. It's St. Patrick's Day. Where is the green beer? Where are the green tights? Where are the green puke emojis? Where are the green puke emojis? We're going streaking. WIP fam, we're going wake your ass up. We're going partying. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat wasn't just a fucking song. It was some real shit that motherfuckers came up with in the early 90s. If you were here in New York City, we would be Irish bar hopping, doing Irish car bombs, Jaeger bombs, sake bombs, pickleback shots, Edward 40 hands challenges, beer pong, but first you gotta spin around 20 times and then drink. I miss being drunk off my ass in social settings. I'm here in New York City, confused. Because they finally lifted the vaccine mandate, but still have it partially in place for workers and establishments. But the mayor thinks the city has been boring, but has the power to rescind the mandate that the old dumbass mayor put in place in order to appear tough on COVID in the history books. My point is, I've been so focused on the crypto space that I forgot how to party. I've been watching conglomerates gobble up or acquire equity in hype collectives and release purposefully misleading roadmaps and coins today. I've been watching the Ethereum Kiln testnet finally merge, but not really merge because it's on Ropeston and Gopelli, and I'm left confused as to why it's going to take another 3 months in order for the space to be fun again. When Ukraine wins the war that isn't classified as a war from Russia, deciding that this engagement has failed and will pull back its forces, threatening to do it again in the future this June, along with the official merge, I think everyone will be having a digital group and let me take another shot. I think that everyone will be having a digital group orgy and make ahegao hentai faces because we will finally be out of this dumbass bear market. WIP fam, are we drinking? I believe this bear market and everyone has been inundated with cannon fodder in the form of whitelist grinders and derivative giveaway retweeters, which, by the way, please stop fucking tagging me on that shit if we don't know each other. Thanks. I don't need another fucking giveaway. I don't know you. All you do is retweet fucking these projects or whatever the fuck. And everyone's inebriated from the thoughts of actually consuming alcohol as opposed to really drinking it because there's a dumbass mandate in this city alone where everybody else has been sharing fluids and shit. I wish it was St. Patty's Day every day. That's my new NFT project. Just telling people I wish it was St. Patty's Day every day. But the truth is, it's really DJing life in the crypto space day, all day, every day. So let's toast and show each other our boobs. Show me your boobs. Welcome to the Acties, y'all. I'm your host, Show. You already know. If you don't know, you will know by the end of this awesome thing that we're doing at the end of the WIP, where instead of you going off and talking about all the cool shit that you listen to, you can talk about it with us. You can share it here. Shout out to everybody still in the voice channel who didn't leave once they heard my voice. I love you too. Super simple. During the Afties, you've listened to everything that was presented to you. These are cutting edge, awesome projects being presented by cutting edge people, cutting edges off of parts of their body in order to make money off of it because they need you to consume it and share. Instead of you sharing this information with other people, you're going to share a hot take and an opinion on what you just heard. Talk about it with us. Talk about it here. Talk about it. I want to hear it. Since when does anyone want to drunkenly listen to what the fuck you have to say at a noisy bar? Me, that's me. I'm in the corner with you, and you're saying, "Oh my God, I just wish that like my income tax rate could be reduced because I'm tired of this. I just wish that we could eat ice cream. Ice cream trucks would move around during the winter and fall season too, instead of just the summer. Like I'm here to listen to what you have to say. Who the fuck wants to listen to you other than me? Who in your life wants to listen to you other than me? Nobody. Phrase it in the form of a hot take or an opinion. Unmute your microphone and let's fucking go. First up, we had Fabio, not to be confused with the Austrian model who didn't seem to have any kind of chest hair or body hair, but had like long, luscious hair. I still don't get it. I don't know. I like things. I like everything shaven, ladies. All right, but so here's my hot take. I thought that he was going to talk about cybersecurity and shit like that. Instead, he was talking about movement and dance. I'm still salty that Fortnite hasn't been paying residuals to people who are creating dances that they use for their avatars in their game. You're stealing the content, you're stealing the IP, but you're not giving residuals to the people you stole it from. Thoughts? Unmute your microphone.
Bastards.
Who said that?
The dragon.
They're not bastards. They're intelligent stealers. They steal things and they make money. They see what it is. You're gonna do all the work. You're gonna do all the work. You're gonna do it all. So why not steal it? You know who else does all the work? MEV bots. MEV bots fucking trading two of the super overly hyped fucking coin today of all days and receiving 900 ETH for it before anybody else could fucking trade it. Talk about doing all the work. WIP fam, I love dance. I'm a dancer, believe it or not, in addition to many other things. Whether the rest of the crypto space has ever heard my voice or knows anything about me at all, I'm just some guy in a corner dancing by myself, listening to you drunkenly in the Irish bar. We're drinking kamikazes, we're drinking blue tornadoes, we're drinking red devils. We're just drinking because Irish bars make the best drinks. They mix it. They know how to fucking make you a drink. You ever went to like a nightclub and they give you a whole bunch of ice, a little bit, like a little spritz, a little fucking spritz and some alcohol, and then they pour a ton of fucking soda or some shit, and then they charge you like $20? Have you experienced that travesty before? You go to an Irish bar, they sit you down, they give you a fucking coaster, and they're like, what do you have? And if you dare utter these blasphemous fucking words, if you say, I want a Long Island iced tea, they will literally take a napkin and smack the shit out of you. Long Island fucking out. You rookie. All you have to do is say, I don't know how to drink. Ask the bartender. The bartender will make recommendations. They say, hey, well, this is something. They do calculations. Like the fucking Zach Galifianakis gif. They will do calculations. They look at you. They do calculations. They can tell what your ABV would be. Your fucking alcohol content. They can tell like what level you're at. It's like Dragon Ball Z. They have an alcohol scouter. They can tell what level you're on and what you're able to handle. And then they'll make you a Midori sour. They'll make you a Shirley Temple, but say that they added some extra Temple. just to make your ass get up and dance. So an NFT project founder like Fabio is in there watching you, can take your dance moves and then put it into a generative art thing a la art blocks, and then sell it. Thoughts?
I mean, I don't mind having random generated crap. Why not? And by crap, I mean like my own crap. That would actually be crap.
There's no such thing as bad There's no such thing as bad dancers. There's no such thing as a bad drink. There's only such thing as bad people. Moving on. Next subject. We had. Oh my god. I was sitting here and I was just like, man, this will be the last one for the day, evening. I don't know. Daylight savings time has fucked up my sense of timing. UTC has fucked up my sense of timing. I don't know what's going on. Typos everywhere. You know, the first play that I ever did in my life, amongst the many plays that I've done, was a Shakespearean play. It was Much Ado About Nothing. And in life, just in the title of the play, that's some life advice. There's a lot of shit going on, and it's about nothing. But what's great about Sov and UndeadLu creating a sequel is that, you know, there were so many allegories when it came to Shakespearean plays, and also in Shakespearean contemporaries like Christopher Marlowe. There was so much information between the lines. They were showing you slices of life, but they weren't really slices of life. It was more like guidance of life. And you know what else? If you look deeper, it's the same way that that books that were shoved and crammed into the Old Testament and New Testament of the Bible, believe it or not, were written. All of the writers, Shakespeare didn't really exist. It was a moniker. It's just like your name on fucking Discord. It was a random motherfucker or a group of motherfuckers. It was just like Satoshi Nakamoto. Same thing. I believe William Shakespeare's Satoshi Nakamoto, by the way. But what's great is that people have been living their life just like the Bible. They live off of Romeo and Juliet. They live off of Othello and Desdemona, which, by the way, I feel like Desdemona is Dead, which was a parody of Othello, was just as good, if not better. So I believe that Sov and UndeadLu have a thing here. I want to know what happened next. And you know what else? Here's my hot take. So here's my fucking hot take. Thank you, Maria Helena, because I'm getting to this shit. I feel that Baz Luhrmann was fucking overrated. That movie in the 90s, that version of Romeo and Juliet that made all the girls back in the day with their posters of Leonardo DiCaprio and like their first sexual experience or whatever the fuck. I believe that shit was fucking overrated as fuck. Overrated. Because Moulin Rouge sucked. I believe that Harold Perrineau, I believe that John Leguizamo, I believe that dude who was in Ray Donovan, right? Because he was in that shit too. He was like Romeo, like that dude, right? They made that movie what the fuck it was. Brazil made it what the fuck it was. Baz Luhrmann is terrible. But I do think that we need some new Shakespearean shit written. Thoughts? You just sat through the WIP. Unmute your microphone. You've been used to words. long strings of words being said. Thoughts. Unmute your microphone. Share your thoughts. You really love Romeo and Juliet that much?
I mean, it's a classic. You have to love the classic.
They were a terrible couple. I actually liked, who was it? It was Lysander and who was the other one? There's one that's even more fucking tragic than that shit. There was some real gangster shit going on. Shakespeare came home from the Irish bar, and he or she, depending on what you believe, right, was like, hey, listen, look, I've been writing some soft shit lately. Much Ado About Nothing, Othello, Romeo and Juliet, Measure for Measure, oh my God, A Midsummer Night's Dream, right? We're in it. There's bestiality. See, it goes full circle. Daylight savings time. It goes full circle. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming through to this edition of the Afties. I'm your host. Shout out to the leadership team here at meme.com. Those homies are super dope. Shout out to the community members at meme.com too, who are addicted to marble cards. Shout out to the WIP crew. You know I love each and every single one of you. And most importantly, last but certainly not least, my friends carrying me home drunkenly from the bar. WIP fam, I love you all. Thank you so much. I will see you later.
Peace, love, and whipsy. We got a cipher going down in Token Smart in 2 hours, and then there's jazz tonight and all that good stuff.